Hey guys, happy Easter. My name is Daniel. I'm here with the Challenger Learning Center. Today we have some exciting Easter activities for you guys to do at home. Today's activity is an engineering challenge. Now, engineers, all the time they solve problems given whatever things that they have. Okay, so your problem to solve, your challenge is to build a catapult. We have two different types of catapults here, and I'll show you how to build both of these. Your challenge is to build a catapult to launch an object the farthest. Okay, now the object that we're going to be using today, since it's an Easter challenge, we're going to be using Peeps and also some Easter eggs. Okay, so our catapults, what happens here is they convert potential energy, which is energy at rest, okay, to energy in motion, also known as kinetic energy. Okay, so when we launch these, I'll show you when we actually test them. We're going to be pushing down these popsicle sticks with our bottle caps like so, and then we release it, and that launches our object, converts our potential into kinetic energy. And how we build these catapults, and also how far, potentially, how far we pull down our popsicle sticks will play a big role in how much kinetic energy we have, as well as how far our objects will launch. Okay, so keep that in mind. Version number one. Okay, this one, here are our items here that we'll need for version number one. We have some tape. You can use some Scotch tape or whatever tape you have at home. I have some masking tape here. We found that that works really well. Rubber bands, bottle caps. I have the larger size here because the eggs and the Peeps are kind of large, so I didn't want it to be too small that they wouldn't fit. We have some craft sticks here, or some popsicle sticks. I have some very bright and exciting ones here. You can just use the regular beige ones if that's what you have at home, but I figured this was Easter, so make it fun, right? These are also jumbo, okay? So we found that the jumbo ones work out really well by holding the structure of these catapults really nicely. If you use regular size popsicle sticks, it might not hold as well, so just keep that in mind. If you can get the jumbo size, that would most likely be best, okay? So let's go and jump right on into it, shall we? Step one, we're going to take 6 of these jumbo sticks and stack them one on top of the other. I'm going to grab one of every single color and stack them like so. Okay, a very simple step right there. Then we're going to take 2 rubber bands and wrap them along the edges of our stack of popsicle sticks or craft sticks here. We want to really tighten this end as best that we can and really make this as secure as we can. We're going to do that on both sides like so. Okay, again, want to have this really tightly wrapped, as tightly as you can, okay, because this is going to be a crucial part of our catapult here. Okay, step 1's done. Step 2, we're going to take another craft stick, and we're going to put on top of the stack of sticks that we have here. We want to make a cross or an X here. And then we're going to take another rubber band, and we're going to kind of crisscross that rubber band all along here to have this be as sturdy as possible too. You can see I took it on top of the craft stick, went on a diagonal like that, okay? Then I twisted it and went the other way. So we go on top of that craft stick, and then we kind of go around here. See how that kind of makes an X there with our rubber band? And then we want to kind of repeat that as many times as we can, given the length of our rubber band here. I think that's about good. Let's do it one more time, actually. I think we can do it one more time. I have a little bit of a rubber band left here. Okay. Actually, I'm going to do it on this side of the popsicle stick here. Okay. That's pretty tightly there, crisscrossed on either side. I'm going to actually move this down. That way it's pretty even on both ends and makes a symmetric X right there. Okay. Step 3, we're going to take another popsicle stick, and we're going to put it on the bottom of the stack here, and we're going to take another rubber band and attach these two like that. Okay, so I'm going to take another rubber band, and just like what we did with step 1 with the stack of 6, we're going to do the same thing here, but only with these 2 popsicle sticks like that. Again, you want this, these rubber bands are not my friend today, but that's okay. I have extras, no worries there. Okay, almost there. And then our final step is going to be building or attaching our launcher to our main base here. Okay. Bottle cap. Okay, we're going to attach that on top of this purple stick that we have, the one that's on top. You can use glue, or I have tape. I figured tape would be a lot less time consuming because you don't have to wait for it to dry and everything. If you do use glue, make sure it dries very well. With the tape, very important note, you can come on a little closer here. When you put the tape on, make sure that you bunch it or push it against the edges of our cap here, because you do not want tape to be kind of sticking out, because then the object won't fit really well inside of the bottle cap. So make sure that you push it against the sides, make sure it kind of fits the shape of the bottle cap like that. Okay, there you go. Number 1 is done. Okay, we're going to set this one aside. I'm going to show you version 2. This one is a little different. It includes a binder clip. So this is a large binder clip. This is about the size that you would want to do. Make sure it's in the size of a purse, with the handles being the silver things right here, and then like the main bag being the black part here. We're going to only use 2 craft sticks this time. The other one called for 8. This takes 2. Okay, we're going to take our first craft stick, and we're going to put actually both of them on the inside of these silver handles, if you will, of our binder clip here. And we're going to tape them, okay, using our tape. I have some strips of tape here. We're going to want to tape it from the whole end of our silver part, because we want to have that as secure as possible, because this one, well, both of them do take a lot of force, so you want this to be wrapped nice and snug all the way down from top to bottom. Okay, it's very important that everything is securely wrapped. And I'm going to take another small piece. I think we're almost there. Really wrap that nicely. You guys can see that. And there you go. So that's one craft stick. I'm going to take the other one. Do the same thing on the inside. Do not forget, it's the inside of our silver handles here. Want to go from one end of the silver handle to the next, to the bottom. Okay, really wrap it nice and tight. You guys can see this. The tighter the better, because you don't want these to go flying apart when you pull them back and you launch our objects over there. Okay, we're almost there. And our next step, after we get done with this, we need to pull these apart. We're going to kind of invert it. So we're going to put, instead of the popsicle sticks on the inside, see they're on the inside now, we're going to put them on the outside. So we're going to just pull this out like that. Okay. And then our next step is take our bottle cap, same idea as it was with our version 1, and take some tape and make sure to push it against the sides, okay, and attach it to our craft stick right here. Do not forget to push it to the sides. Very important that you don't forget that. Okay, and there's our 2 versions of our catapults. Okay, I will mention before we start testing out, another option that you guys can do is you can sub in this top craft stick with the bottle cap. You can sub that whole thing in for with a plastic spoon. Okay, that might, if you have this, you can try it, see if that makes the launching better. I don't know. It would be a very interesting test to try, but I am going to test it out with the bottle caps. But again, it's what you guys have at home. Use them. Okay. Okay, let's go and get our supplies ready to launch. I'm going to go and break into our Peeps over here. I have a lot of Peeps fans out there. I really love these myself. I know those that aren't very fond of them, but you know, I love them, so there you go. Okay, I might actually eat one after this, who knows. So I'm going to take one, and I guess we'll do 2 Peeps, since we'll do 1 launch with each catapult here. And we have our 2 Easter eggs here. I'll get these ready to go. I'm actually going to move this down, so that way I can clear our way. You guys want to come on a little closer, we're going to get our testing up and underway. We're going to test out with this one first. Let's test out with the Peeps and see how they launch. Again, don't forget, we're trying to launch it the farthest, okay? So one quick note before we do test is you can see the positioning of the main stack that we started out with this the version of our catapult. The positioning is very crucial. okay? Make sure, I would recommend that you push it down closer to the end, like this. Now, if it's closer to the bottle cap like this, it would be a flatter, it would be a flatter system. Like, you couldn't push this down as much, and therefore your resulting kinetic energy might not be as much in terms of distance, okay? It would mainly shoot the object or launch it further up, okay, instead of further distance-wise, okay? If you move this down, you can see that the angle's going up, and therefore we can push our bottle cap even further down and get more of that energy going in terms of distance, okay? Because that's our main goal here. But you can test this out, see where the positioning of this stack of 6 should be. This one you can't really adjust it, but you want to try to see how far down you can go. You can definitely do a test with pushing these down a quarter of the way, half of the way, and then all the way, and see how that impacts distance as well. So just some things to think about in your testing that we have here. I'll just do one test of each object with each catapult, and then you can take it from here and let us know what item works the best for you. You can even find something else around the house that you can use to launch, and then you can play around with how you launch these and see which version works the best, and what, how far you pull this down, what object works the best, and like I said, let us know. Okay, so this is version number 1. We're gonna go ahead and launch our Peep. You guys ready? Here we go in 3, 2, and 1. Okay, not too bad. It went from the edge of the picnic table here to about right out here, so a couple feet, not too bad. We're gonna try our version 2 catapult. Again, I'm gonna push this down as far as I can, and here we go in 3, 2, 1. Oh no, my craft stick broke. Interesting. Well, I do have a backup because I did have one that was built earlier. Okay, I'm just gonna sub this in, and here we go. In 3, 2, 1. Where'd it go? Oh wow, look at that, guys. So version 2 seemed to work better, at least in this case, with the Peeps in terms of distance. You see this? It's about double the distance. Very interesting. Okay, let's try the Easter eggs now, okay? Version 1. Okay, we're gonna put our Easter egg in here, and here we go in 3, 2, 1. Oh dear, it went the other way. Let's try it again. I think I angled it the other way, or it went too far up. Okay, here we go. I'm gonna actually move this down a little bit. Okay, here we go. 3, 2, 1. Hey, not bad. So it went a little farther than the Peep did. Although that could have been based on how far I pulled it down too. So that's one thing I do want you guys to test out. And then version 2, here we go. Let me move this down. Here we go. In 3, 2, 1. Whoa, look at that. Very cool. So, it definitely shot farther in both cases with the Easter egg. Most likely the weight of the object plays a role. So something to think about too when you find things that you have at home. But have a game, have a challenge with your family, friends. Build different versions of this, try different objects, see what you can do to see how far these objects can go with your homemade catapults. Enjoy being engineers, guys. I hope you guys had fun with me. Thanks for joining, and let us know, like I said, what you guys find. Catch you guys later. Hey guys, important safety tips here. I want to emphasize that you need to be launching soft items, not hard ones, because safety first is very important here. Make sure to work with your parents, and also make sure to work on your launching either outside or in a large open area. Outside would be better. Again, safety is key here, so I just want to pass that on to you. Again, have fun with this and share with us what you guys find. See you guys.